Thanks for pressing like if you enjoy the video. Happy Valentine's Day, Unibros. Alright, so what I have for you today is a little bit different than usual. This is an episode we recorded almost a year ago. And it's all about people's dating stories. Some of them are obviously fake. Most of them are real, though. At least they sound real to me. And it was a really long episode. We took an 18-man lobby and let everyone take a few minutes to take a story. We had multiple rounds. So what you're seeing now is the first portion. If you guys like it and I see some likes to the video, I'll post the other ones. If not, maybe it's better to keep it to the archives. So, be sure to let me know what you think. And thanks for watching, guys. Alright, guys. In this episode of Call of Duty Storytelling, I'm going to pull up 3 players at a time that tell me their very best dating stories. It can be about, from their life or the life of their friends. This has to be a real story. With that said, the judge this time will not be chat. It'll be me. So, if you don't like how it's judged, feel free to send me hate mail. With that said, let's begin. Let's take Hitmat, let's take Motivate, and let's take Revamp. Come on down, guys. Right over here, please. Okay. So, Tome, go for it, man. What's your story?
But school, teachers, they're normally meant to be professional in what they do. That didn't happen one day in my English lesson when my teacher decided to tell me the way she met her husband. And let's be honest, she went into quite a lot of detail. Some of the stuff we didn't want to know. Started off with her going a night out with her friends, having a bit to drink. Maybe a bit too much. She ends up getting drunk. Now, her friends warned her to stay away from her future husband, but she doesn't take the advice very well. Yet, she asks her friend to take her home. Somehow, they go down an alleyway. They have sex, they exchange numbers, and then they start dating each other. And she just kept telling us in class, and we were just sitting there trying to do our exam, but nope, she just wanted to tell her the first time she ever had sex with her husband, which was down a dirty alleyway, and it was not very amusing at all.
Alright, throw me some detail here. Color this, what kind of exam were you taking at the time?
We were taking an English exam.
Alright, and how old was your teacher approximately? Give me an age range. Was she in her 20s or 50s? What is it?
Well, when it happened or when she told us?
Yeah, when she told you.
She's probably about 35.
She's 35 right now. Did she explain how many years ago, how long she's been married?
She said it was when she was 16 and they married 5 years later.
Oh, wow. That's kind of impressive, though. Yes. You have, this future English teacher. She's 16. Is 16 underage well, it sounds like you're from the UK, right?
Yeah, I'm from the UK, yeah.
What's the appropriate
16 years
16. So 16. So she was legal. And so she Jordan. So she bangs this guy that her friends warned her about in some alleyway. Then 5 years later they're married. And then I guess 9 years later she's telling you in class about how she banged her husband in an dirty alleyway. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's story number 1. So next up, Hikmat, how you doing, man?
What's up, Swift?
How's it going? This is where you say good.
Alright, this story's
Alright, I guess tell your story.
It didn't happen to me.
It didn't happen to you, or it did happen to you?
No, it didn't. It happened to one of my friends.
Okay, friends. I hear you. Okay, tell us what happened to your friend.
The story gets a little explicit, so...
Go for it, man. Don't worry, man.
Anyway.
The mic is open. Just keep it as classy as possible while telling the details that are required. Go for it.
So, I'm 2 years older than him. I was in high school at the time, and he was in junior high. This girl tells him to meet him in the girls' bathroom in the middle of school. So, I thought, this was me, I would never go in the girls' bathroom. Because, in the girls' bathroom, you know what that is.
I know what it is.
He ends up going in there, and I don't know what went on in there. This is just what I hear word of mouth, but I think the girl was giving him a hand job, and then it just so happened to be that another girl went to go use the bathroom at the same time that he went.
Uh-huh.
And he got caught got sent to the office. I think he was going to get expelled, but he actually got caught with the girl. The girl's mom came in, and he actually started hitting the girl in the office.
Wait,
The
so
principal had to get the
so the mom was hitting the daughter in the office in front of the principal.
the daughter of that was with my friend. Her mom had came in because they called their parents. And she
Yeah.
actually started hitting her daughter in the office, and they had to pull her off of her daughter for doing that. And he was out of school for like about a month and a half. And I think he would have gotten expelled, but he wasn't. He was like 15, so I don't think it was like sex offender.
Yeah.
So, it's a pretty crazy story. I think
Well-
the other girl got expelled though.
So all right, high school politics like interest me. So tell me like what happened to the reputations of these two people? I'm guessing like this, like, you know, obviously it spread to you, but like how, like what happened to these kids, like, you know, for the rest of the school year? How were they treated? Was she treated like, you know, like, yeah, tell me some details. Like how did?
Oh man. Well, to my friend, wow, there was so much criticism after he was treated like that with how they found out that happened. But for the girl, I'm not sure. She got kicked out of, I think, the Macomb County schools. They didn't see her after that. But yeah, there was a lot of criticism.
When you say criticism, what does that mean? Like, were other dudes giving this guy high fives, or were like, what was going on, or were they just like, oh, it's that guy? Like, I don't understand. I'm just trying to figure out what the.
It was kind of like mixed reactions, I think. But mostly it was like, oh yeah, it's that one guy who got caught in the bathroom. Oh yeah, that's him.
All right.
Yeah, it was pretty pretty rough time period for him.
Got it. All right. Thank you, Hickmat. All right. And finally for this set, we got Revamp. All right, Revamp. What's your story, man?
Alright, well, this happened to my cousin, and just a little background information on my cousin. This happened, it was 2 years ago. My cousin's now 18, so. Alright, here it goes. So, my cousin, he moved into a new neighborhood, and, you know, when you move to a new neighborhood, you go to a new school.
Yeah, sure.
And in that new school, there was a guy, and the guy he was a transvestite. So, that means he pretty much just dressed up as a girl, looked like a girl, totally. And now that I know what happened at the end of the story, it turns out that the guy or girl, whatever you want to call it, thought that he already knew. So they started dating for a little bit, and then one night they were out on a pizza date, because he retold me the story, and after that, you could guess what happened when he went to drive him, I guess you could say, home. After that, I guess you could say they fooled around, and then they both got intimate, and he saw the guy's dick, and he's kind of creeped out, and, I mean, I know I'd be creeped out. And he pretty much felt pretty scarred for life, because with that same person, he has made out with them, and I mean, I guess the person thought they were okay with it.
Oh, so okay. It's are you done? Do I have like? Can I start asking you follow-up questions?
That's it, Swiftor.
All right, guys.
If you wanna ask questions, go
All right, I hear a lot of clamor in the background, guys. Settle down. I'm gonna get all the details. So one, you kind of mentioned at the end where like it sounds like they did make out before he discovered the penor, the penor beyond the cloth.
Probably, yeah, they went out for
yeah.
probably, because at the time I knew about it, and I was kind of surprised when I figured out that it was a guy. But they went out for maybe about 2 weeks, I would say, and then.
2 weeks. Okay. And now, it's easy to like be like, oh wow, like couldn't like he tell like she was a dude before him? But I want the honest. Like, did you see this girl before like this story ended? Like, did you see her in school or whatever?
I've seen the person. Oh, sorry about that jump. But I've seen the person, and Truthfully, I was surprised when I figured out.
Yeah. So he looked like a girl, like without like like.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know how this is gonna sound, but he looked really hot, I guess you could say.
okay. Sure. And some people just have like the bodies or frames for that. Yeah, that's totally fine. And just to be clear, I don't think anyone should have anything against anyone who like, wants to dress up as a girl. Cool. That's a prerogative. I think there should be no hate on that. But I think there should be like full disclosure. Like I don't know what this guy was expecting to happen when he brings the other guy home and then it's like, surprise, I got a penis. Like I'm not sure what like, oh, like I'm so in love with you, like even though you're actually a dude with a penis like me. Like I'm not too sure why like some people like, or why that person was like, unless maybe they were like, that was like a fun surprise for them. Anyway, how old were these people? Give me an idea of like what the age factor was here.
My cousin was 17 at the time, and the other guy was 17 also, and it was not legal, but.
All right, yeah, whatever. So I mean, it doesn't sound like there was any intercourse, unless like
being
inserted upon, like he realized that this was in fact a dude. No, all right, so okay,
yeah.
but they did make out. All right, hang on. So tell me what happened afterwards. Like this when they were 17, I'm guessing they were still like in high school, right? So.
Well, yeah, they were
Seniors, all right. And then what happened? Like what happened when word spread that the hot chick was actually a dude?
Well, I mean, my cousin told me that the whole school was pretty much in shock, and like after that, a lot of the people that were friends with the guy that they thought that was a girl, because he had all friends that were girls, he kind of didn't have any friends after that, because they all like thought that he was a girl also.
Aww.
And they probably talked if he hung out with all of them, all talked about personal medical stuff, like if you know what I mean, and just talk about the topics like that, and they were just all kind of creeped out, because you just think what you would do in that situation when you're talking about stuff that you usually wouldn't talk about when there's a girl in the room, than what you'd be talking about when you're with all your friends that are men.
All right, yeah, I don't know. Feel sorry for the person, but hard lesson learned. Full disclosure is, I guess, the key, right?
I guess.
Like I guess how would that play out? Like your friend would walk up like, hey, like how's it going? Want to go grab some like pizza? And he would be like, sure, but like what are your thoughts on? I don't know. That's tough. Like I don't know. It's a tricky thing for somebody like who wants to be a transvestite, right? Like how do they handle that? I don't know. Anyway, all right, cool. Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you for your story. So let's recap the stories real quick. So we got Motivate Tome about his teacher, lecturing the class during an exam about how she banged her husband when she was 16 in a dirty alleyway. We have Hikmat's story about his friend who got a, I guess, sexual favor in a restroom and was caught, and I guess the girl got beat by her mom or something. And we've got Revamp's story of a friend who went out with a chick who was actually a dude and found out when he spotted the penis. All right, wow. So, man, this is tough. These are all pretty good stories and a good start to the show. But it was close. I'm gonna have to give this one to Revamp. So, thank you, Hikmat. Thank you, Tome. All right, yeah.
My story's Hikmat.
All right, thanks, Revamp. All right, guys, it's time for set number 2. All right, I need all you guys to make sure you're standing. Kemi, stand up, bro. There we go. Thank you.
There's another kid somewhere else around the map. I just saw.
Okay. All right, don't worry about it. All I care about are these 3 guys in front of me right here.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Set number 2 about to start. So, stroke of love. Hang on.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. FaZe Jordan, mute your microphone until it's your turn to talk. All right, yeah. I can hear you. Okay, go for it.
All right, well, this is a story about me. And I was 17 at the time, and I was dating a girl, and she was a real looker. She had a really good personality. She was really funny, but she kind of joked around too much, and I didn't like that about her. and she had a job, but she wouldn't tell me what it was. She wanted it to be a huge secret or whatever. So we're driving in my car, and I'm finally about to go see where she works. I'm about to go drop her off at her job, and she comes out of the house. She comes out of my house because we were there earlier. She comes out of my house with a huge bag. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, I mean, that's not really out of the ordinary, you know, girls, their purses or whatever. She probably just had a bunch of stuff she had to take. So she puts the bag in the car in the back seat, and we're driving, and we're about to get there, and she gets the bag out of the back seat, and she starts putting, she pulls out of the bag, she pulls out a fucking stormtrooper mask, you know, like from Star Wars.
Yeah, what? Yeah, okay.
And she puts it on, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what could you possibly fucking do where you need a stormtrooper mask to go to your job? And she said, I think she said she worked at a cosplay brothel. And she gets out of the car, fully dressed in a stormtrooper outfit, goes in this random building I've never seen before in my life, and before I know it, she comes back out and she says she was just kidding. She didn't actually have a job the entire time. She wanted to see the look on my face when she walked in a random building with a stormtrooper mask on and a full outfit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's something.
Wow. Hang on. Okay. I've got follow-up questions.
All right.
Number one.
Your mic's kind of laggy. So.
All right. I'll do my best here. All right. So question number one. What happened after that between you two? Like, did you guys go on additional dates and it didn't work out?
No, we don't date anymore. We broke it off after a month of that.
A month of
I
that.
thought it was hilarious.
What, was it like a new joke every time or something? All right.
Was it a what?
Like, was it like a new joke every time? You said like after a month. Like, why didn't it work out if I'm asking?
It didn't work out. We just didn't have a lot in common. It's nothing bad.
All right. Just like the chemistry wasn't there. I hear you. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What was her reasoning for actually having a full stormtrooper outfit?
She just thought it'd be funny. I guess she didn't need to put the full suit on, but she did.
But where'd she get it from? It's like, is it her first date stormtrooper outfit? Like, is it like how to like her test for every first date she goes on? It's like, okay, like, you know, this is the first date stormtrooper option.
I kind of hope not.
That'd be kind of cool though. What if every first date you just had like your cosplay costume and you said you worked at a brothel and that was your way to filter out the
I'm sure it'd get pretty awkward after a few dates.
Oh no, I mean you wouldn't do that like for the girl. I don't know. Okay, anyway, and man, can I ask where you met her? Like where'd you meet this chick?
Where I was?
No, where you met her?
We went to school together. We went to high school together.
Oh.
And this was about the end of my junior year, and she said she had a job I'd never heard of, so we just finally went out, and there it was.
All right, that's okay. That's a pretty awesome story. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah, whoa, man. I was kind of hoping she actually worked at a cosplay brothel, and then I was gonna message you for the address after the show, but now it's fake. I'm kind of sad.
That would have been something.
Oh, damn. Someone hot, get on that, please. Okay, next up, Cool Cammy. What's up, man? What's your story?
Okay, so this is a story about me. So one time it was just in a maths class. Like we just sat there and I was with my girlfriend like on the table. Like got called out by the office, but she left her bag and it was like open. So I don't know why I did this, but I was just being nosy. I looked in there. I saw a pregnancy test in there, so I like looked at it. I pulled it out. It was positive. So like I was like scared, man. I didn't know if it was mine. I don't remember anything about it, and I'm 13. I didn't know whose it was, if she'd been cheating me or anything, but I just know whose it was. So like I was really nervous the whole day. I finally found her, like spoke to her about it, and it like in the end it turned out it was like her mum. She was like bringing it in to prove to other people that it was true. That was her mum's, because like people weren't believing her. Like I was so scared the whole time for nothing.
Whoa, oh, all right. End the story. It's time for follow-up questions, because I think it's time for follow-up questions. So to recap, him and his girlfriend are in the room. Like girlfriend leaves the room. He checks the bag. There's a pregnancy test there, and it's positive. All right, so Cammy, you do not need to answer these questions if you don't want to. You can just say like, you know, like pass if you don't want to answer it. But one, before you saw this pregnancy test, were you guys like active together or no? Yeah, sexually active, obviously. Not like playing soccer.
We've done a few things, but not like.
Okay, got it. Good. All right, good. So the answer's no. All right. So next,
Holding hands.
I guess. Well, what? Okay. The second question I had was like, what'd you think of that you went through her bag? Like, what was the reaction there?
I was just like, I just told my mates to come over and look at that. I sat on the table and there's like, oh, like doing a deep oh. And I was just really shocked and just scared and oh.
No. I mean like her reaction. Like you went through your girlfriend's like bag. I don't know about you, but like, Honey Badger would like stab me in the neck if I like touched her bag. I think. So I'm just curious. Yeah. I'm curious. Like you went through your girlfriend's bag.
Happy about it.
Yeah, I would figure. Did you guys were you guys still together after that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you, Cammy. Oh, final question. Are you guys still together now or no?
Sorry?
Are you guys still together now?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, cool. Can I ask how long it's been? I have all these like last questions, I know.
It's about 4 months from now.
All right, cool. So this is a pretty fresh story, about 4 months ago, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. All right, cool. All right, thank you, Cammy. All right, hang on. I need to unmute Jordan here, who refuses to mute his own microphone. All right, Jordan, I asked you to mute your microphone before. You didn't. I've unmuted you now. But now it's time for you to wow me with your dating story. Are you ready, Jordan?
Yeah.
It's gonna be something so weird.
All right, guys, quiet down. All right, Jordan, what's your story?
Alright, so my friend sent me this on Facebook, and she said it was my first date ever with a boy, and I had a slight cold. We went to a nice restaurant, and while we were eating our meal, I sneezed and a huge booger bubble came out of my nose. It was awful, and it wouldn't go away. I jumped as fast as I could and ran to the bathroom with my hands out covering my face. After that, the guy never asked me out anywhere.
Okay, all right. So that's sorry. I have follow-up questions because, and I know I'll get a lot of hate from the girls in the audience, but I have to ask, like, if I was on a date with somebody, and you know they sneezed and boogers on their face and they ran away and came back, like that's not a deal breaker for me. I mean, like, sure, like, you know, it was gross, but unless she wiped it on my shirt or something, or like sneezed into my food and then like. Anyway, so my question is, was she attractive? Like what? Like, why didn't she get the second date? I don't think it was because of that, unless the dude was just like had like booger phobia or something like that.
Yeah, big foreplay.
She wasn't that attractive, but
okay,
he liked her.
Solved. Oh, but he liked her. Not enough to like avoid the booger thing though. Okay, cool. Thank you for your story, Jordan. So to recap, we got Stroke of Love, Stormtrooper, Brothel Fake Out. We've got Cool Cammy's Purse Exploration, finding that birth control, like that. I'm sorry, birth test, whatever, positive. And we've got FaZe Jordan's Booger Explosion Deal Breaker. So these are some pretty good stories, but I mean, come on, like. Stormtrooper Brothel. Thank you guys. Stroke, you got this one. Hope you got another one handy, man. That was good. Let's see if you can, I don't know if you can top that one. That's all right. But come on, that is so awesome. I want to go on a date where the girl tries to like trick me, you know, with like a cosplay costume and go into like I work at a brothel. That was so mind blowing. Come on. All right, it's me again. What'd you guys think of that? If you liked it, press the like button. That'll let me know to make sure I get the other parts edited and posted. If you didn't like it, please press the dislike button. That'll let me know not to waste my time with the video and focus my efforts elsewhere. Either way, thanks for your time and really appreciate the feedback. I'll see you guys next video.